Okay. Here at Loxley String Studios, next we're going to be taking a look at Minuet number 2, which is the last song in Suzuki Cello Book 1. And this one presents several challenges, some things we haven't seen before, a triplet rhythm, some hooked bowing, an extension, which we haven't yet seen in Suzuki, and, again, just the string crossing that's going on in the first figure. Kind of like what we were dealing with Etude, only on another level. Okay, so we really have to make sure that we're moving our shoulders and we're addressing the different string angles and levels as we go through this. I'm going to play through it first. It's kind of a long one, and then I'll go back and talk about a couple of the details. Here we go. Okay, good. So, of course, I played each section twice because they both have repeat signs at the end of them. So that makes it kind of lengthy. But let's go back and just chat about a couple of the things. First, the very first figure. What I'm hoping you noticed in the playthrough was that I addressed the string level that I'm playing. So when I'm here, G string, D, A, D. Now I might have been exaggerating the motion there just to show it to you, but the point here is that the shoulders really do move quite a bit as I'm playing A string level, D string, G string, C string. Okay, so there's this wide range of motion. Okay, that you should feel like you're getting over, because what this does is bringing your shoulders to the A string level means that you don't have to stick your shoulder forward to get over to the A string. If you keep your shoulders completely flat, you're sort of forced to jut your shoulder out and forward here, which is not healthy. It doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good, and it doesn't, promote good bow tone, okay? So, that's the first thing. Okay, now the second line, nice and smooth. Dotted half note all the way back in. That always happens that people want to cut that note short. Make sure you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? Good. Now we'll just mention a couple other things. Of course, the forward extension down in measure 23 and 24. So, we first have to put a large space between our first and second fingers. Okay? A forward extension means that we're putting a whole step instead of a half step between our first and second fingers. Here you can see if I put over my fingerboard here. So instead of this, it's now this. Okay? And that will raise your 2 to an F sharp, 3 to a G, and 4 to a G sharp, which is the note that we're looking for. Okay? So on the fingerboard, instead of this, it looks like this. And that will get us to G sharp. Okay? Now, you do not want to jump there and move the first finger all the way up with them, because then you're going to have no way to know how to get back. And that's a very important thing. Okay? So, we talk a lot about extensions in another video that we have for Loxley String Studios, but here we're just going to go so far as to tell you that instead of a half step between 1 and 2, you now need a whole step, which will get you up to that G sharp that you're looking for. Hope that helps a little bit with Minuet number 2. Thanks.